So I am Don L. Trusty of Trusty Training Solutions in Randallstown, Maryland, and I am going to do an unboxing of a new optic I received. For a while, I've been wanting to try these closed emitter mailbox style optics. So I decided, let's go ahead and see what it's about. Primarily because on my EDC, with that inside the waistband carry, I always end up with lint and all kinds of mess inside that blocks the reticle. Right? So what I decided to try was I'm going to try the Kraken from Swampfox. All right, the Kraken is the mailbox style enclosed optic. Came today, opening it for the first time. So it's a 3 MOA reticle size, 16 millimeter lens diameter, lens coating silver. And I prefer to get green because of the way my eyes are set up. You can look at the science behind it on your own, but it just works best for me. All right. Well, of course, little sticker. We have the manuals and all. Cleaning cloth. One thing that was super dope that I liked when I was doing my research is, opposed to you getting your optic and having to go out and purchase plates for it, it comes with 2 plates. You have your MOS plate for slides, those Glock slides that are cut with the MOS pattern, and you have your RMR plate. It also comes with the screws for each respective plate. We also have installation tools, and it has a little L wrench that you can use to adjust your elevation and your windage. In the box, we also have the battery. It takes the extremely popular CR2032 battery, which you can get from anywhere: Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Get bulk on Amazon, whatever the case may be. Now, I will say, seeing these online, I was afraid this optic was going to be much larger than it is. So I definitely feel better. It is not extremely huge. It is not extremely huge. One thing that I did see and I see now is it all has the glass, of course, but in the event something was to happen to the outer glass, there's also an inner glass that still protects the reticle, and I guess it kind of still makes it enclosed. So that is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I am going to mount this to a firearm. So I just got a steel frame Canik rival. So I think I'm going to put it on that, take it to the range, zero it, put some rounds down range. Then I'll come back with my thoughts on it. But just at first glance, it is a nice looking optic. Seems nice and sturdy. So we're going to see how it works out. So I'm going to get it mounted so we can see how it looks on the firearm, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we've gotten it mounted onto the rival. Of course, we're going to show mag well empty, nothing in the chamber. Firearm is safe and clear. All right, so this joint sits up high, and the reason it sits up high on this firearm is because the way this slide is cut on the rival, I still had to use the rival's RMR plate and then put the Kraken's plate on there and then put the Kraken on the plate. So this joint is definitely sitting super high. All right, it looks kind of futuristic, like not like a video game from the future. So looks good. I thought it was going to be more difficult for me to possibly pick up and see the reticle. But when I look at the reticle or look through to the reticle, and hopefully I can get it on these glasses. But I'm also going to try and use the phone to pick it up, use the camera to pick it up so you can see it. It is extremely crisp. I like it. Now, there is no co-witnessing. There was already no co-witness before I had to use, I call it the double caked up plates, but it's all good. I actually like this optic, and I can't wait to get it on the range. The window I thought was going to be super small, but it's not horrible. I will say it is a big difference from the optic I normally use, which is this CH Precision Comp, which has that large window on it, kind of like the SRO, but it's pretty nice. It is pretty nice. So let me definitely don't want to point it toward myself, but let's see if we can get you in there to see it. There it is right there. Turn up the brightness. You can see that dot right there. Nice and crisp, clean. All right. So it's pretty cool. We're gonna get it on the range, get it zeroed, do some shooting with it. We'll go back from there. We'll say just the buttons are extremely large and tactile. So we're going to see what happens with it. Then we'll come back with, I guess, final thoughts. Okay, so we went to the range. I zeroed the Swampfox Kraken in at 15 yards. The two clips you just saw, they were at 10 yards. So I zeroed it in at 15, shot it at 10. Then I put the target out to 25 yards just to kind of see where we were. I didn't have a stable platform, so I used my range bag, which of course was not stable. I'll put that picture right here of the target. Not perfect, but it's still relatively close. And to me, that is good for 25 yards, especially with having that unstable platform and all of that. 25 yards on that tight group. If I'm shooting a match at 25 yards, it's going to be on a larger plate. So that is fine. I am good with that. I'm not one of those gotta thread the needle kind of guys. As long as it's in there, I'm satisfied. But I would recommend it. It comes in at about $350, that optic. So it's one of the more affordable ones. It is solid quality. I didn't do drop test and all of that stuff because I paid for this out of my pocket. So yeah, we're not doing that. But it was definitely a good buy, and I will be getting another one or two. I am Don Trusty of Trusty Training Solutions. I really hope this review helped you to get an understanding of the Swampfox Kraken. Help you see what it's like. Go out and grab one. If you have any opinions about this optic, go ahead and post a comment. Please share this, like and subscribe. We love you, but God loves you best.